gonna be having a story time about how all my friends switched up on me out of nowhere, and this was in January. Right? So yeah, so basically this is what happened. With I'm gonna call her Isaac. It's close, yeah, Isaac. So basically Isaac was doing too much talking, you feel me? And then I'm like, okay girl, because she was trying to talk about my hair. I'm like, well, I get my hair done, you know, every day. Like, don't try to do that in front of no boys. Like, what? And then she got mad that I was talking about my hair and stuff. And I was like, well, my hairstyle costs $200, babes. Your hairstyle is homemade. Shut up. And I was like, don't you have to do your own hairstyles? Your mom can't even do it, babe. Get on my face. Anyways, next. And then she was like, oh, and then she gonna call her friend. Like, girl, take your own battles. So she called her friend. And her friend over here, like, because her friend supposed to be my friend. They're all supposed to be my friends, but they over there acting weird. Her friend talk about, what her friend said, I'm gonna call her friend, car. No, I'm in the car. Trash. So trash. So trash was like, let me talk to her. She's scary. I'm like, girl, whatever. She keeps talking about she's scared. And then I'm like, baby, who's scary? Never been scary, will never be scary. But my teacher telling me not to get out the room. I hate when girls do that. It's common sense, duh. Like, I can't get out the room. Like, school is way important than y'all ugly. Like, anyways, so yeah. And she over there cop blocking, whatever. And so after we try to leave, and then she apologized to me. She was like, Isaac apologized. She was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, and I didn't mean it that way. And we was texting, and then she was like, we're not gonna let other people get in our relationship and all of this, like. And we was talking, yeah, you know, because I don't know, but we was just talking. And so I got home, and it was like 3, because I got home at school ended at 3, but I got home at like 4:48, something like that. So it was like 2 hours. It was like, I would say like 6, right? And then all of a sudden I get a group. It was a bunch of group chat, and it was my friend. So I'm like, oh, I can answer. So I answered it, and then tell me what I knew something was up because I answered, and all that stuff happened. All that stuff happened that day. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Lily and everybody in the car, even I just said her name. And even, I don't care, I'm gonna say this girl name, Aaliyah, was in the car. And I was like very upset. I was very, very upset. So, because I do not mess with that girl. So I'm like, okay, you added me a call with a snaky, but it's okay. So I had answered the call, right? First off, Trash is my friend. Trash is my friend. Okay, y'all, so Trash is my friend. But Trash, it's like me and her been having like, it's like animosity because I feel like the whole time we've been like cool friends, she's been acting weird towards me for no reason. Like, she would look at me some type of way, she would do this some type of way, just being a weird person in general. And I do not move that, I do not swing that way, I don't move that way, I don't do that way. So yeah, girl, whatever. So Trash, as soon as I answered, because I kept hanging up, but then I answered, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's up? So Trash, she gonna say, do you so you fought my cousin last year? She already knew I fought her cousin, but she wanted to use this as an excuse to fight me. But anyway, she gonna say, you fought my cousin last year? I said, yes, I fought your cousin last year. Yes, I did. She said, did you push her down the stairs? I said, yes, I pushed her down the stairs. She gonna say, why are you saying it like that? Do you want to fight me? I said, girl, if you want me to fight you, I'm gonna fight you, but I'm not scared of nobody. It's like, what's up? She said, well, I want to fight you tomorrow. I'm like, okay, we can fight tomorrow. Like, I'm not scared of you. She's like, okay, we can fight tomorrow. We can fight tomorrow. We can fight tomorrow. We can fight tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, we can fight tomorrow. Close the door. What are you doing? We can fight tomorrow. And then some random number called me, right? And it was like, it was it was 2 numbers, and I think it was her older sister that was 17, and then, yeah, I think it was her older sister that was 17, and some other 17-year-old, which was Isaac's sister and Trash's sister. They have 2 older sisters. Isaac's sister is just had a baby at 16, and then Trash's sister, you know, just living life at 17. But anyways, that's not the point. Besides that, yeah. So basically, she was just popping it right on that phone. I'm like, okay, 17-year-old. By the way, I was 12 at this time, so I'm like, I'm 12. How old are y'all? Trash is older. Isaac is older. Ilya, all them other girls are older. So the fact that y'all even thought that was okay to mess with a little kid for no apparent reason is diabolical to me. I feel like that's very disrespectful and is giving bully. But yeah, and so that day, all I know is that it was my friend Jenny. I'm gonna call her Jeannie because that's her nickname. And then she was like, Aubrey, they're trying to jump you. They trying to jump you. I have the text. They put me in the group chat. They made a whole group chat about me, banned out for no reason. Like, girl, why you, like, I just said I was gonna fight you. You don't have to do all of this for my attention, babes. Calm down. So she in the group chat talk about, so we finna jump Aubrey tomorrow. We finna do this tomorrow. We finna, like, just popping it, girl. Go sit down. You look like a dinosaur with alopecia. Yo, let me not, I'm humble. Let me calm down. Ooh, but that's not the point. The point is, I was disrespecting this whole, okay? And so, she kept saying stuff like that in the group chat. And so the next day, I'm prepared to fight. I got all my stuff. I got my Timbs in my backpack. I was prepared to fight. I had made sure I brought my my locker combination thing because I usually don't use my locker, but I need my stuff to put in my locker. So I'm like, yeah. And then it was another girl. I'm gonna say her name, Mariah. Close the door. What are you doing?
Oh, shut up. I'm gonna be right back out there.
And then Mariah, I'm gonna just say her name. So Mariah, we was best, like, we was cool. Like, we wasn't best friends, but we was cool. And so we was in the same grade as well. But like, anyway, she was like very, very fast. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she was a lot. Like, she got her nose pierced in the 4th grade. Like, yeah. And so she was in the group chat too, talking stuff about me. And then Aaliyah, was in that group chat talking about me bad, knowing that if I own that phone, you wasn't saying nothing but slamming, cause you know better. So yeah, she was on the phone. She was like, I my friend screenshot everything, you know. I am listening. I'm like, they talking that crazy about me? Let's give it and baby. You be pressed about because I just said I wanted to fight. Girl, go on. Like, why are you this pressed? Like, we agreed on something. You can be this pressed. Posting me on TikTok is something disrespectful. Then after, boom, let's go. We was planning to do it. But then I seen everybody following them, and I knew they was gonna jump me, remember? So I'm like, I'm telling the teacher, if they try to jump me, because, you know, if friend losing, you would jump in, right? So if I'm winning, they're gonna jump in automatically. So I'm trying my hardest not to I'm like not trying to do anything, you feel me? Like, I'm trying to like stay away from them. So I'm in the library with I'm calling my best friends, Millie and Patience. I'm in the library with them. But I see Taiwan, he comes in the library looking, and that's their friend. He's trying to see where we at. But I hid under the table. I'm not scared, guys. It's just jumping is a whole different level, baby. If you ever touch me, I don't want to have to ruin your life. Like, I don't want to have to do that, because I really get like that. My family get like that, babies. Don't ever try to jump me. What's wrong with you? Yeah, but don't want my dog. So yeah, she tried to yeah, and then basically they tried to jump me, and then after they was like, no, we was not trying to jump you. I saw the text, I saw everything. Then y'all all lined up together. It's giving y'all trying to jump me, babes. This is not cute at all. And all the boys following them too, like they just all running up, everybody calling me scary. I'm like, girl, I'm not scary, it's the principal. Learn, like, you gotta learn, like, you calling me scary, but y'all don't even, like, I hate kids, bro. Kids are slow. But anyways, so we had got to like it was the next day, because I actually told the teacher, told my mama, you know, it was that. But the next day, they wasn't there. They didn't come to school. I don't know. They just didn't come to school. And then the second day, everybody was like yeah, the third day basically, everybody was just weird. It was weird energy. My friend supposed to be like, I'm saying her name Zoe. It was acting weird. That had me messed up because I'm like, you're my best friend. Why you like? She'll be around them. She was the one following them too. I said the next day after that, I told her, I said, maybe you're weird. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. And if you do, it's a problem. I'm keep it like that. Don't look at me. Do not look at me. I told her that respectfully as I can. Do not look at me. And if you look at me, I'm gonna backslap you. I'm not playing with you. If you talk to me, I'm gonna backslap you. I'm gonna have to do me because I'm tired of playing with you. And then I guess she understood because she ain't do none of that. But like when I told her that, she tried to pop it. She like, girl, what? I said, who you getting tough with? Who are you yelling at? She gonna say, I'm just saying. I'm like, you don't have to do all of that. And she like, but I'm just trying to tell you because no, I don't do that. Like, go sit down, you look slow. So that's really got me irritated because and then she tried to talk like them, act like them. Like she followed the leader too much. Like she was doing everything they said. Like it was like this. Like if they get their nails done black, she'll get their nails done black. If they talk like with their hands, she'll talk like her hands. If they do like they like she start doing it too. It was like little things that was just like it for me. I had to stop being friends with her because of that. Like it was ill. And then so basically, yeah, people recorded it. Us arguing, instigating. It was basically the boys for real. Okay, boom. So now we at the part. I'm gonna like skip to 2 weeks later, right? They knocked on the door. I mean, no, they didn't knock on the door. Anyway, we tried to fight after school, right? But I'm like, I know they're from Germany. I have none of my family. I have no real friends. I'm literally by myself. So that's how I know I can't trust none of y'all girls to be my friend ever again because y'all weird. Okay, so boom. Anyways, so like I was saying, she was yeah, and then it was this girl named Mariah. She kept talking hot. Right. What did I do? I called Isaac. I was like, Isaac, so what's going on? Like, do you want to fight me? Like, I see in them text messages you popping it like you wanted to fight me. So what's going on? She said, I never said that. I said, and is Mariah with you too? Because she was popping it too. She said, I never said that, but if you want to pop it, we really fight because you're doing that. Now I want to fight you because you don't want to act like that. I'm like, girl, that's not a reason to fight. You wanted to been fight me, and now you have the chance to actually say you want to fight me. So that's why you want to fight me. You was going to jump in that fight for no apparent reason. So now, if you want to fight me, we can fight. Boom. Just like that. End of the call. Next day, she come to school like bumping into me, doing all of that. I'm quiet. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing the whole day. She like, that's scary. She ain't going to do nothing. That's scary. She ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, you got it. I kept saying that. I was like, shut up. I shut up. She was like, what you gonna do? I'm like, you got it, bro. You got it. I kept saying, you got it, bro. I kept saying that. Then we got to like, I think this was not fourth. We were going to fourth period, and I had got our lockers, my locker is right here, and this is like other locker in the middle, but it's lower. My locker is on top, like right here, and then her locker is over here, and it's over here, right? So I'm like, I'm over here. I said, Mariah is with her friends, her gay best friend, and they're all over there. I'm like, Mariah, do you want to fight me? She said, what she say? She said, what did she say? She said, no, not right now, because I don't want to get in trouble, and I want to wait. Yeah, and all of them. And I'm like, okay. I want to fight right now. She's like, I don't want to fight. I'm like, I want to fight right now. And then she said, okay, we can fight right now. I said, okay, we can fight right now. So what's up? I put on my Timbs that I had in my locker. And I said, what's up? I said, what's up? It was just in there. We straight punches. We just straight punching like this. Ready? Just going in. Like, we're just going in it. And then she gonna try to pull my shirt at the end after we just decided we wasn't gonna do that. So I grabbed her hair and I started punching her in her face. So I was like, cause you ain't finna pull my shirt after we just said you're not gonna do that. Then she got mad that I pulled her hair, and then she started having a panic attack while I'm just calm. She over here like, I'm trying to speak, all this stuff, and I'm like, girl, go sit down. I'm irritated. I was irritated because, girl, you're doing too much. You're popping it way too much. Go pipe down, baby. Pipe down, baby. You're doing way too much. And then she over still going crazy. I'm like, okay. And then I forgot, the assistant principal told me to go in his office, right? And then and then Mariah was supposed to go to the principal's office, right? The real principal. And so I went to the assistant principal's office, right? And then she all of a sudden walked in there and slammed her Stanley down and go touch me or whatever. And I'm like, who? She said, you. I said, you're not talking to me. She said, I am. I said, she was like, you want to fight again? I said, baby, what's up? So we fought in the office, y'all. Yeah, we fought in the office. So I'm like, what's up? And I dust her again, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, I'm not lying. Like I can't fight in a small like space. Like, I have to have like enough space so I can fight. Like, but yeah. So she started, you know. But then after I had the last hit, I punched her dead in her face. I was like, boom, and I know she was mad because the teacher arm was like that. And I did that, and then all of a sudden she got bad. She tried to spit on me, but she spit on the teacher, and she kept saying, I'm gonna spit on you, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. I said, if you do that, girl, you gonna die. You're gonna be on your deathbed. Play with me. Don't play with me. I'm not even the one to be played with like that. But yeah, and so after that, more people were trying to fight me. Still, it was trash, and they wanted to fight me still. So they knocked. So like a week after that, because I was spinning for a week. So a week after that, they knocked on my math teacher's door, Miss Campbell's door. And I'm like, the first thing I said was like, oh my gosh, bro. And then my friend Zalia, she gonna go over there and she gonna be like, I mean, they looking for you. They want to fight you. I'm like, girl, are you cool? Like, why are you even talking to them? Now she really do. I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight so bad, but I wasn't trying to fight because my education come on. I cannot be having that on my record, girl, looking at the bad girl when I'm actually just a nice girl. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do all that. It's not for me. I'm not gonna do all that. But then we had to sit down, and then they started posting on TikTok. That's what really got me mad. So I started posting them on TikTok. I started eating them up. I started saying stuff that I shouldn't say. I started talking about mamas. They talking about my cousin, talking about he's gay. So I started talking about how their sister is I started talking about how their sister a prostitute and stuff, and how she got pregnant at 16 and she's just 17 right now. Got a 1-year-old. I started talking crazy. I didn't care. Like, who's gonna stop me? So like I said, I was just talking stuff. I started flexing money. Girl, I wish I could show y'all, but I have to re-update my phone, so I don't have the video somewhere. But yeah. And then, yeah, we had to sit down. We talked about, mind you, I'm not finna, like, mind you, a lot of my people was coming up to the school about the situation. The school wasn't doing nothing. I do not recommend going to that school. The school is very, they do not do anything, like, it's really bad. Like, I do not, like, my Storytime is how I left the school. And this was the beginning of why I actually left the school, because the school don't take nothing serious. And they just keep making things worse and worse and worse by not doing things, like letting the parents have to sit down or whatever. Like, they don't do nothing but just be, they're not professionals, okay? They're really bad at their job. But yeah, anyways, so that was got me mad. So we had to sit down. We talked about it, because you know, when you suspend, you have to sit down. Then I can go to my classes. So we had to sit down, and like they were like very negative. They were lying. Like, well, I started it. I showed them the dates of the videos, and the teachers was like, oh no, yeah, why would I have to lie for it? So yeah, it was just a lot going on. It was a lot going on, and they kept screenshotting pictures of me while I was looking cute. I was like, I was just looking cute, and they kept screenshotting pictures of me looking cute. And it was weird. Like, y'all trying to find any way of me to look bad, but I look cute. Baby, come get me. Yeah. So, and then after that, my auntie was like really mad. Like, she wanted to fight. Like, she was mad. And then I think it was a day where all the stuff, like, everything went bad. I forgot what happened, but this is what took it off the straw. Oh yeah, when it was knocking on my door and stuff, I told on them, and I like basically, yeah, I snitched. Like, girl, like, y'all messing with my education, babes. It's a time and a place, and that was not the time near the place. So yes, like, lunch is a perfect time. Like, we had the same lunch on A day, on B day, but they still seem to just play with me some type of way. So yeah, I was irritated with every little bit of that situation. And my auntie came. She got very mad. She talked to the teachers. They didn't do nothing about it. I was almost gonna be homeschooled, but I didn't. This was in January, by the way, guys. This was in January. All the way to, I think, February to January. It was like a mixture, and then like I moved over here and I was still going, but it was like different. So yeah, that was basically it of my story time. What do you think about it?
It was very interesting, you know. It was crazy, and yeah, very crazy. But if I was in school, it wouldn't happen because like
my sister would have had my back. Nobody had my back. But anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell if you really like this video. And tell a mama, tell a friend, tell a grandma, tell your grandpa, tell your everybody, tell your friends, tell everybody. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the post notification bell if you want to see another story time, because I seem like y'all really like these story times, y'all. My edges are fried, bro. Why do I feel like my hair is something wrong with my hair? But yeah, do all of those 4 or 5 things, I believe. And yeah. What you have to say?
Very interesting, but make sure like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for me, and make sure subscribe to Vase TV, and don't forget.
Bye.